This really looks to me like they are setting up the Wall Street Journal to cover the succession of the presidency. If it's true that J.D. Vance met with Wall Street Journal in secret before the first article ever came out, all of a sudden they're dropping this, that they knew that Pam Bondi had told him. I just feel like they are done with their useful idiot and they are pushing him out slowly but surely.
Latest thing is also confirming what we all knew. I knew when he pivoted to these are fake and they're written by Biden and whatever, that he was in them, that he was told. Sure enough, he was told he was in them. So this is the Bradley Edwards, the Epstein survivor attorney.
I know that the executors of this state are in possession of that book. And I think that after they turn it over, it should probably be set in the Smithsonian as an artifact at this point in time. It's going to go down in history so that the world can see this book, and they'll know who were Jeffrey Epstein's best friends at the time, what letters did his family write to him, what other pictures are in there, things of that nature. Redact victim names, release the book, and move on.
So this was the exchange last week. Did Bondi tell you your name appeared in the Epstein files? Trump, no. These files were made up by Comey, Obama, made up by Biden. So, right, like you knew the second he pivoted to they're fake, it's a hoax, blah, blah, blah. Right, that's what...
Absolutely. I don't understand why more people don't believe, and I know it's conspiracy at this point, and we don't like to peddle in those. This really looks to me like they are setting up the Wall Street Journal to cover the succession of the presidency. If it's true that J.D. Vance met with Wall Street Journal in secret before the first article ever came out, all of a sudden they're dropping this, that they knew that Pam Bondi had told him. I just feel like they are done with their useful idiot and they are pushing him out slowly but surely.
And we were saying that, 3 Republicans came over to vote to subpoena the files yesterday. So, and Tom Tillis, who we just played, Republican, he's obviously retiring of North Carolina, but, he just said, release the damn files. He said, let the light of day, let the sun shine through. It's the best way to get past it. Otherwise, if anybody thinks this is going to go away because the House left a day early or something, it's going to be like those zombies in Walking Dead. Every time you think you've killed it, another one's going to come running out of the closet after you. This is going to be an issue all the way through next year's election.
It's not even the files, Steph. I mean, listen, they want to get Ghislaine Maxwell to go testify in front of Congress. They're probably going to commute her sentence. At least that's what I think is going to happen. They're going to offer her immunity. Why, if you really cared about the victims? You don't care about the victims because there's several of them that are still with us that are willing to testify in front of Congress. And if you cared about the victims, you would be calling them instead of one of the perpetrators.
Thank you. The perpetrator that has everything to gain by lying to, to say what the Trump administration wants her to. I mean, and this one, again, I think it's because the cover-up is not only so massive, Dana, but so ham-handed. 3 minutes are missing from the Epstein tape the night of his...
All the tapes are like that, Steph. Every single tape they've ever had in the history of their tape, that's when they changed the tapes. It's just right when that happened. Also, they moved his roommate the night before. They never put another person in the cell with him, which is so bizarre.
Weird.
Don't you think that's bizarre?
Yeah, it's weird. And then this, which we knew was going to happen, federal judge denied a request in the Trump administration to release grand jury transcripts, which they knew was going to happen. They were just buying time. They knew that, Judge Robin Rosenberg wrote that the court's hands are tied. The government had not requested the grand jury's findings for use in a judicial proceeding, she wrote, adding the district courts are generally prohibited from unsealing grand jury testimony except in narrow circumstances. So they knew that. And also, that's like less than 1%. That's not where the good stuff is. They could release the actual files today.
They're asking for the grand jury testimony from the case of 2003 or 6 or something like that, not the latest one with Maxwell. That's what they're asking for them to release. Most of that is already public record.
Right, yeah, and I'd be interested in what she said under oath, not what she'll say now to very clearly get out of jail. Yeah, and by the way, did Trump just admit yesterday that he's distracting with Obama? He said to Republicans, remember this, Obama cheated on the election. We have it cold, hard, blue. What does that mean? Does anyone know what cold, hard, and blue?
No, don't want to speculate at all.
No, he also doesn't write pictures, so let's not go with the language here.
Right, yeah. No descriptions, please.
And it's getting even more so because the stuff that's coming in is not even believable. Oh, he said something true for a change. It is not even believable. Yeah. And you should mention that every time they give you a question about Epstein that's not appropriate, just say, oh, by the way, Obama cheated on the election. He's literally, this is the most, again, ridiculous, stupid, ham-handed cover-up in the history of cover-ups, is it not?
It is. It's pretty pathetic, but it's also so horrifying because the way we are talking about it, and not us, but like as a country, it's jocular and it's funny and this is ridiculous. These are young girls. These are children that were trafficked by these horrible people, men and women. And I think that's starting to get lost in this of just this clown show of a cover-up. And these are people's lives. These women have to hear about this coverage day in and day out. How horrifying.
Well, and now they're women. I'm glad I'm very grateful to people that keep making the distinction. Stop calling them women. They were children when they were raped systematically
now
for
they
years.
are women that are testifying. Then they were children. Some of them were actually still children when they testified, because I'm not even sure one of them was over 18 when they came to the authorities and said that this was happening, and they ignored her.
Yeah. Hakeem Jeffries yesterday on this.
Republicans are on the run. They can't even get their act together as it relates to releasing the Epstein files that every single one of the top leaders of the Trump Justice Department and the Trump FBI and the vice president and the president himself promised to release. Republicans are on the run. They have done grave damage to the American people. And so when you have nothing to present that's affirmative to the American people, Republicans blame Barack Obama. It's laughable.
Yeah. Which, again, I said yesterday, Dana, I think is an impeachable offense in itself, what Trump and Kelsey Gabbard are trying to do to Obama.
These are absolutely should be considered high crimes and misdemeanors. I can't. It is bizarre that they thought this was going to work. And we know that every time they call him Barack Hussein Obama, not just Barack Obama, they're trying to dog whistle their base.
Yeah, so very subtle. So very subtle. Okay, one more. Hakeem Jeffries.
Why haven't Republicans released the Epstein files to the American people? It's reasonable to conclude that Republicans are continuing to protect the lifestyles of the rich and shameless, even if that includes pedophiles. So it's all connected.
I was saying earlier, Dana, it feels like that, the Batman episodes when the walls are starting to close in. I don't know what the time frame is. Do you on the House committee yesterday voting to subpoena? I mean, they got 3 Republicans to vote with them. I don't know what the time frame is on that.
Well, they adjourned yesterday. They adjourned yesterday as well, and so now there's no House business.
Yeah,
Johnson adjourned the House early so that they did not have to use this vote because he was losing his numbers.
Right. Well, but what I'm saying is it passed to subpoena the Epstein files
before they adjourned. So now they've adjourned for 6 weeks. So that they're not going to do anything about it for 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's that scene in No Way Out where Kevin Costner's trying to slow down the computer.
Never seen
thing.
That.
It's not going to happen. That's one thing that I think this is wonderful. I don't know why they thought releasing his little vein issue, and I know, listen, people have that. It's not, it could be serious. But his little Kenkel issue, I don't know why they thought that was going to take it out of the news cycle and be a distraction, because those were running in tandem. They were talking about his health and talking about the Epstein files. So then when you come up and you're like, well, he's got a vein issue, to take that out of the news cycle and distract, all you did was take that out of the news cycle. And now everyone's focusing on the Epstein because that's not going away. That's one thing that I can at least be grateful for right now. All the distractions, everything they're doing. I'm sure he's going to come out and be like, Bigfoot's real. We found aliens. And everyone's going to be like, that's great. We still want to see the files. Finally, there is something that's actually sticking.
Yeah. Somebody said that, right? Kelsey Gabbard's I found Obama's Kenyan birth certificates. Look, Hillary has the Lindbergh baby. Like, there's nothing you would put past them. Although at this point, I was saying it's like they're in that scene where the guns run out of bullets and they just threw the gun. Like, what else do they have now?
That's exactly what that
Obama,
looks like.
Hillary. You're like, that's it. It's the red meat for the base, and they're done now.
They're playing the hits, but the hits have been played out.
And how incapable are we that we made up all these files and we forgot to release them?
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Right. Yeah, we had them all this time, but let him win 2 elections, right? I mean, nothing makes sense. So, it's like the crowd has heard Freebird enough. We're like, no, you know what? We don't want.
We want to hear something.
We don't want to hear Freebird again.
And no more Stairway to Heaven, please. It's a great song, but please, thank you.
Dear God. Hey, are you traveling this summer? Will you leave instructions for your house sitter, the name and number of your vet, maybe, the code to your alarm system? Think about the steps you take to prepare for vacation, and you'll get a sense of what goes into a knockbox. Just go to theknockbox.com, use the code Stephanie. Knockbox is a complete system that helps you organize all of your accounts, possessions, and estate plans for your next of kin. Each knockbox, that's Knockbox,
tax. Comes with a comprehensive checklist that helps ensure you add everything they'll need to manage your estate when you are gone. From your funeral directives to your insurance policies, even the keys to your storage unit, the Knockbox helps you organize it all. If you've got a household, you need a Knockbox. Right now, Stephanie Miller listeners save 16% off the Knockbox of your choice. Just go to theknockbox.com/Stephanie. That's the NOKbox.com/Stephanie to get 16% off. Stay calm, get organized today.